Imagine this. It's the hottest day of the summer, 2026-03-05 to be exact, even though it feels like July. The sun is blazing. Everyone on your street looks like they just ran a marathon. You and your best friend are sitting on the porch, feeling super bored. Mia Leo. Suddenly, an idea hits you like a lightning bolt. What if you could solve everyone's problem and make some money at the same time? You look at each other, and the same word pops into your heads. Lemonade. Not just any lemonade, but the most epic, ice-cold, delicious lemonade anyone has ever tasted. This is more than just an idea. It's the beginning of an adventure. You realize this is too big for one person. Mia is a genius at mixing things. She knows the perfect amount of sugar to make the lemonade sweet, but not too sweet. Leo, on the other hand, is a natural-born hype man. You both have different skills, like characters in a video game with different abilities. By teaming up, you could create the ultimate lemonade stand. This is the very first step of a partnership, realizing that two heads and two sets of hands are way better than one. You're not just friends hanging out anymore. You're business partners. You shake on it. It's a promise. So, what exactly is this partnership thing you've just created? Think of it like forming a superhero team. Batman is awesome on his own, but when he teams up with Robin, they can fight more crime and cover more ground. A partnership is a business owned and run by two or more people. You all agree to work together. You share responsibilities, like making the product or talking to customers. You also share the rewards, the profit. This team-up makes starting a business less scary and more fun because you share the journey. In a partnership, everyone brings something valuable to the table. One partner might design the coolest logo, another might track every penny. In Mia and Leo's story, recipe skills plus people skills fit together like puzzle pieces. By combining strengths, you can do more than one person alone. Teamwork makes the dream work. But it's not just the fun stuff. What if it rains? What if you spend $5 and make only $3? That's a loss. In a partnership, you share losses too, so choose partners you trust. Partnerships fit many ideas. You combine time, money, and skills to build something bigger. Choosing your business partner is a big decision, like picking your player 2 for a long game. You want someone you can count on, someone who plays fair, someone you actually have fun with. The best partner is often a friend you trust. Trust is the secret ingredient. Trust they'll do their share. Trust they'll be honest about money. Trust they'll have your back. Think of good teammates. They show up on time, do their part, communicate, and forgive small mistakes. Pick someone whose skills complement yours. You design, they sell, no stepping on toes. Mia plus Leo each have a zone of genius. Together, they're unstoppable. Okay, this might sound boring, but creating a rulebook, your partnership agreement, is super important. It's your instruction manual. You write it together with clear rules. It doesn't have to be fancy. Agree before your first sale. What goes inside? First, names of partners and the business name. Next, describe each person's job. Mia makes lemonade and tracks supplies. Leo sets up, sells, and counts money. Write initial investment, how much each puts in. Write how you split profits, often 50-50, and how you'll handle losses. Add a rule for disagreements and what happens if someone leaves. Talk to a trusted adult. Sign it. Having it written protects your friendship. Every business needs fuel, and that fuel is money. Before you can make money, you often spend a little. For a lemonade stand, that's capital for ingredients and supplies. Make a shopping list. Lemons, sugar, cups, a cool pitcher, poster board. How much do we need? Where will it come from? Mia and Leo each put in $5, an equal contribution. Other contributions count too. Just agree on what's fair and write it down. Be a smart shopper. Compare prices. Manage the budget. If you have $10, you can't spend $11. Track every purchase. Write it all. Lemons 2, sugar 1, cups 2. Track expenses and earnings. Record each sale. End of day. Revenue minus costs equals profit. Good records keep everything smooth and honest. Dividing the treasure. But first, math. Pay the business back. Mia and Leo take out $10 for costs or next day's supplies. What's left is profit. 30 made minus 10 costs equals 20 profit. Their agreement says 50-50, so each gets 10. High fives all around. But if it rains and you sell only $4 with 5 spent, that's a loss of $1. Share losses fairly, just like profits. Talk without blame, learn and adjust. Check the forecast or choose a busier location. That's strong partnership. Problems happen. Maybe you disagree on price. Or it feels like one is doing all the work. Don't ignore it or get angry. First, stop and breathe. Find a quiet time and talk calmly. Use I feel statements, not blame. Listening is as important as talking. If you're stuck, ask a trusted adult to mediate. Compromise means both give a little. Try $1.50 or 2 for 3. If roles aren't working, update your agreement and switch jobs. Being flexible is a superpower that helps your partnership survive any challenge. Running a partnership, even a lemonade stand, is like a real-life school. You learn valuable skills. Communication, explain ideas, listen, and find solutions. Math, calculate costs, set prices, make change, split profits. Real-world numbers, you learn budget, cost, revenue, profit. Responsibility, someone counts on you, so you show up and do your job. That maturity impresses teachers, coaches, and future bosses. Most of all, teamwork. Share work, money, and credit. Priceless lessons. You learn how to build something amazing together. You're ready to start. Here's your ultimate cheat sheet. Main quests for your adventure. 1. Pick a partner you trust and respect. Don't just pick the funniest friend, pick one who works hard and is honest. 2. Talk about your big idea and goals. Make sure you want the same thing. 3. Write your rule book. Who does what, who puts in how much, 50-50 profits, how to solve problems. Sign it. 4. Keep a money notebook, every dollar spent and earned. Golden rules. Communicate often. Be fair. Never hide money. Protect trust. And have fun. Celebrate successes, learn from mistakes, and enjoy building something awesome together.
Starting a business with a partner seems like a great idea. You have someone to share the work with. You have another person to bring in money and ideas. 2 heads are often better than 1. This thinking is correct, in theory. A strong partnership can help your business grow faster than you could alone. You can combine different skills. One person might be great at sales, while the other is an expert in technology. But let's be real. Business is tough. Partnerships are even tougher. Many of them fail, and they often fail badly. When you say partnership, most people think of one thing. They imagine 2 people sharing everything 50-50. But in business, it's not that simple. There are different types of partnerships. You need to pick the right one. The most common type is a general partnership. Here, all partners are equals. But here's the catch. You also share unlimited personal liability. A safer option for many is the limited partnership, or LP. An LP has at least one general partner and 1 or more limited partners. Their biggest advantage is that their liability is limited. They can only lose the amount of money they invested. Once you choose a structure, you need to define who brings what to the table. This is what we call capital contributions. It is critical to put a clear dollar value on every single contribution. Your capital contribution usually determines your ownership share. There is no single right answer. You and your partners have to negotiate what feels fair. The first and most frequent issue is unequal work. One partner starts putting in 60 hours a week, the other puts in 20. Resentment builds fast. The hardworking partner feels taken advantage of. Second, money disputes are a huge issue. How do you split profits? Third, trust gets broken. This happens when expectations don't match reality. The very first rule is to open a separate bank account for the business. Never, ever mix your personal funds with business funds. Use a basic accounting software like QuickBooks or Xero. These tools are designed for business owners, not finance experts. You and your partners must review the financials together on a regular basis. I recommend generating 3 simple reports at the end of every month. You need routines. These are scheduled, mandatory meetings that keep you aligned on strategy, operations, and finances. Top 3 things each partner needs to accomplish. Any roadblocks where someone needs help? Step 1. Direct, private conversation. Discuss problems directly and respectfully. If direct conversation fails, move to step 2. Formal mediation. Think of this agreement as the Bible for your business. It is the rule book that you will turn to whenever you have a question or a disagreement. Do not try to write this entire document by yourself. Take your notes to a lawyer. The first thing you will likely need to do is register your business name. Next, get your tax IDs. In the US, apply for an employer identification number from the IRS. Business is full of risks. A customer could slip and fall in your store. Insurance is not just a nice-to-have. It is a fundamental part of a sound business strategy. In a general partnership, all partners have unlimited personal liability. These structures create a legal wall between your business and personal assets. You need to define who can make what decisions. For day-to-day operational decisions, you might give the managing partner full authority. For major decisions, you need to define what requires a vote. For spending, set clear thresholds. Any single expense under $2,000 can be approved by either partner individually. All partners must interview final candidates for key roles. The decision to hire or fire a key person should require unanimous consent. The first case is a graphic design agency started by 2 designers, Sarah and Ben. Their partnership agreement was rock solid. Because their agreement had a clear rule, they had to talk it through. The clear rule saved them from a rash decision. 2 friends, Mike and Alex, started a food truck business. They trusted each other and skipped a formal agreement. With no rules for major spending, they had no framework to resolve the conflict. The business failed. Choose your partners with extreme care. This decision is more important than your business idea itself. Write everything down in a detailed partnership agreement. A handshake is not a contract. It is an invitation for future conflict. Here is a final checklist of 10 immediate actions you can take today. Pick 1 or 2 items and begin today. You have the playbook. Now go out there, build it right, and win together.